today we are reviewing Sister Wives Season 3, Episode 5. Yes, this episode was about Cody going back home
to Wyoming.
Well,
no, I don't know if it's back home. I don't know.
Well, that's where he grew up. That's where he was raised. And
he's in Wyoming. Yeah, that's where he went to school with a lot of his friends.
Before he actually converted churches, and we found out a lot of information about that actually.
Yes.
Which I thought was very interesting.
It was
Apparently, he was actually a Mormon. He was in a Mormon church.
Member of the LDS, which is the Latter-day Saints.
Mm-hmm. At first, I thought they said LSD. I was like, oh, wait a second, what?
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
And after high school, he was a member of the football team, the wrestling team.
Yeah, he went on a mission. By the time he came back from the mission, his mom had decided she wanted to be a Mormon fundamentalist.
Right.
So it was, they say it's completely two different faiths.
Well, they believe in polygamy.
Yes.
Right. So I think that's the big difference between those two faiths.
Yeah.
But you guys can correct me who are part of the Mormon faith.
Yeah.
So, but when they finish high school, as a Mormon, you go away for about 2 years on a mission to spread your faith, right? To spread the word. And while he was gone, his mom has got into this. The father got into it too. And so when he came back, his parents had been kicked out of the church. They had found their own, a new church, which believes in the polygamy. And they were ostracized. And so he came, he said he empathized with his parents, and also
he took on his mother's faith.
He took on that faith. He met Mary through his sister when he was in the Mormon church, but Mary grew up in a polygamous home. And, they were friends, and Mary was always kind of like wondering what he was doing and stuff like that. So they kind of...
Because he was still struggling if he was going to be a Mormon or if he was going to be a polygamist. She was already in the polygamist thing, but she also was struggling trying to figure out if she wanted to be a polygamist or if she wanted to not be in that lifestyle
anymore. But she really liked Cody, the way he looked, so wherever he was going to go, she was going to be.
And that is another theory of what we were talking about with the whole doormat thing. Because she basically said, if I have to have sister wives in order to have this hot guy, then I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just like...
Exactly. And so...
That's how it happened.
Yeah, he got into that, and so she stayed with it. And that's how it started.
That's how it started, which I thought was very interesting to learn about that history, for sure.
And some of his friends he hasn't seen in 20 years, and he's going back to Wyoming, where it all started.
One guy in particular who's his best friend named Ken.
Mm-hmm.
So Ken basically was his best friend there. They basically were in the Mormon church together. They grew up together, whatever. They had been estranged because apparently he decided to go and be a Mormon fundamentalist, and he thought he was just the stupidest guy for doing that. And I just thought it was very odd. Like, at first I was like, I guess they have to continue to do stuff for this TV show. Mm-hmm. But I just thought it was ridiculous that the guy was basically saying, you're going to hell. Well, basically that's what he was saying. What I'm saying? He's like, if he goes to hell, then that's on him. But I don't know if he's going to be making a judgment day.
I think that's what he was saying. I mean, they did that little clip. But when you actually hear the context, he was just saying, like, that's what we were thinking, but now it's like we're tolerant of whatever it is that they are doing, and
he seemed still very judgmental. Like he was hurt.
He seemed quite judgmental.
And it seemed like he had gone through. Yeah, it seemed like he had gone through a lot of stuff after Cody had left, because it seemed like on the TV show he just had to let it be known that Mormons, we don't believe in polygamy. What he's doing is a completely different thing.
Yes.
And then even they were doing he was talking about how my issue, the way that me and Cody will have an issue again, if he went and decided that, he wants to go and spread his faith and try to convert our people.
Right.
But then one of the girls there, one of his friends or whatever, said, well, I think it's hypocritical because you go around and
spread
your faith and all that stuff or whatever. He said, well, the reason why it's different and it's even more dangerous is because of religions. It's like they're similar, and it's like, what if you go
except
and say that
it's polygamy?
Yeah, like they're very similar, but except for it's polygamy. So it's like, what if you you go and you try to switch something and you try to convert me. But I just felt like it was very hypocritical for him to go and say that, whatever, because you spread your faith, no matter what faith it is, everybody should be able to spread the word if they feel like they should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so, because he feels like he's right in his religion, and Cody also feels right in his religion, so why can't he spread it just like you spread it?
Yeah.
So that was my only thing.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to freedom of religion.
Yeah, but I still feel like that relationship is still very contentious with Ken. Like, I feel like he still has some stuff he needs to heal.
Well, what he ended up saying was, as long as we are not talking about that, we can be friends, and that's what he's saying. And Cody
The most
is
important
also
thing
saying,
the thing that is the most important to me, I can't talk to you about it.
yeah.
I don't know if that's a real friendship.
Well, Cody is saying is that I want to have these friendships, and I want my children, from what he's saying, and you guys let us know if that's what you think too, or if you don't think that's what he was saying. But he's also saying that I want my children to be able to grow up with people who do not, understand or want to be part of their religion, but to be able to be tolerant and we can walk among you and stuff like that. Because I guess that's how people change their minds about people like that.
My only thing is, even Ken said it though, like, Cody is somebody who loves the limelight. He always has loved it. So he said, I'm not shocked that he went and decided to go public with his lifestyle. The way he said it, I was like, okay, Ken.
Was throwing a lot of shade.
Yeah, a lot of
shade. He stayed
shade.
the whole time throwing shade.
But also, I feel like the thing with Cody is, like, he likes the limelight. Two, he is very attention-seeking, him and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he also is just like somebody that feels or wants to be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he has that need to be accepted. Even if the person doesn't necessarily like you, you still want to be accepted.
Yeah.
I can't live that life, personally.
And the other thing, but there's one thing that he said towards the end when he said they were doing the fireworks, and he said this was a really nice homecoming, and he can now tell his mom,
you can come home and hold your head up high.
It's safe for you to go out, because his parents live in Wyoming, so he's telling his mom it's safe. He's probably a mama's boy. Tell his mom it's safe for you to come up now and hold your head out. You can be part of the community. You can take part in these social events, and people are not going to judge you. So I feel like that's maybe one of the reasons why he did all of this, to kind of open up people's minds. I'm actually happy that they did it, because I kind of had my own little thoughts about people who weren't Muslims, right? Because I know how that one works. But I kind of looked at one eye like this, at other people who were not Muslim, but they were having polygamy. I was thinking that it was just, that's what I was thinking myself. And I also was thinking it was like a cult too. And it's like underage girls who don't have a say. So I was thinking the same stereotypes that a lot of people thought as well.
Yeah.
Not that those cults don't exist or didn't exist in the past, but so it's been refreshing to kind of really see this side of it. So I'm not like judging wrongly about it, So I am really happy that their family decided to do this. It's not easy, but I think he has done a lot of good and opened up people's minds.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was, I think, was that everything? Oh, and they decided to, they decided to call their son, Robin and Cody, Solomon. That's what they're going to call their baby boy, the little bun in the oven.
Yeah,
so I love the name Solomon. Even though I'm not Christian, I love the name. I think it's beautiful.
Well, King Solomon, the story of him, I think he's the one that two women came crying and about a baby, and they wanted the baby or something. I don't even know how they were fighting over this baby, but anyhow, he had to figure out, I guess, who the baby belonged to. So he said, well, what we're going to do, we're going to cut this baby in half. And one of the women was like waiting for him to cut the baby in half, so I guess she can get her half. And the other person said, no, just give the baby to her. I don't want the baby to be cut in half. And he gave the baby to the woman who said that, because he's like, you show that you are the mother. I think that was King Solomon. I think that's the story. So for our Christian people who are reading the Bible, let me know if that was the story or not. If I got it wrong, let me know.
You haven't read the Bible in a while. But yes, y'all, it's Mary.
And
down below.